Well, it is all over. Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Marumo Gallants 1. Mamelodi Sundowns gets their third draw this season. 7 games, 4 wins, and 3 draws. That's just about it. Sekhukhune remain on top of the log as Mamelodi Sundowns is behind Sekhukhune with more games. Sekhukhune have less games. Is this the right start for Mamelodi Sundowns? Is this the right track that shows Uguti they are going for the league again? Maybe the wheels are coming off. Who knows? But what we know is, this is my views, my expressions. If this is your first time here, please do subscribe, share, and tell others that we are here. And sikuphathele ungaphathwa abaningi. Elami igama Siboniso Sizo Lontswimpu wakwamnikazi Sibonke. And I'm not alone. I've got Coach Kila Mpela, the plumber of notes.
Yahle plumber for you.
Reyners get a goal, and he is now with 4 goals in the league. He is equal with Khobla Makwaza Epindelela.
Good for him. It's going to be an interesting season. Just hope Kropa can push to 20, and then we want to say something.
Okay, before you say something, do you see Cardoso finishing this season?
Yes.
At Mamelodi Sundowns?
Yes, because we know that in these next 3 games, if you win all those games, the mark is off. But I understand, the man is under pressure.
What is the next game?
I'm not sure. I think it's Durban City. They should be getting points there. And then they'll be playing at home. Because sometimes there's a tendency of winning.
They should be. Have you seen Durban City?
Yeah, I've seen Durban City. They score with crosses from time to time. So now you want me to be afraid of Durban City?
I don't want you to be afraid. I'm asking you a question. Have you seen Durban City?
Yes.
Do you know where they are as we speak? How many points they've accumulated?
Yes, I know. But I don't think they will trouble Sundowns, especially away, playing away. I doubt. Sundowns never drop points when they're playing at home.
Well, let's get back to today's game. Mamelodi Sundowns managed to get a goal in the first half. A cross from Allende and a header from Reyners. We saw so many balls from the Divine Lunga's side, no cross coming in, and one opportunity that side to get a cross, and it's a goal. And then, on the other hand, there's Ndlondlo Mandinda causing troubles there, and the Cupido was found wanting, and they say it is goal in actual fact. How did you make of this game?
A very difficult game for both teams. An open game for my liking. The game was too opened. I didn't expect the game to be open like this. I thought, my I don't know this English word, permutations before the match, when I saw Allende and Adams in the lineup, I was a little bit worried, because for me, that's why I think Sundowns didn't have that much control. When you compare them with the previous game, where there was just Opas there, he was shutting down everything. He played a quiet game. Sundowns was having more control of the game rather than this basketball game that we saw today. But when we go into the game, Sundowns first 25 minutes, Sundowns was all over. Marumo Gallants, Sundowns were making many box entries, especially centrally, trying to combine. They surprised me because I didn't expect Divine Lunga to be so offensive like that. Although it doesn't give that much, no much crosses, no much productivity when it comes to the final third. But I was surprised why he was more attacking, because I expected Tapelo to be the one that was more attacking. So in the first half,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand what you are saying. I'm trying to process it. What did Divine Lunga do on this game?
he was more in an advanced position.
Doing what?
Nothing. Okay. That's why I'm saying I was surprised because, but I also understood a little bit what he was facing Sendan. And then for me, he did fall off Sendan. So Sendan was more superior than Divine. Hence, Divine got even a yellow card. Then Divine was also even first, maybe within 10 minutes, Sendan got the chance where there was a ball where he's just inches outside the box, that shot, the one that we used the laces. So you could see that Sendam, because Marumo Gallants, they were not even playing from the back, they were just pretending as if they play. Then they switched the ball they waiting for a transition. They switched the ball to Undlondlo is Sendam. Sendam is the one that was going to be making a crosses or try to drive with the ball and attack the box of Sundowns. So that's what Marumo Gallants was doing. They were just playing on a transition, especially first half. So Sundowns, they were more attacking. Instead, for me, they should have been using the right hand side more, because I'm thinking, because on the right hand side, I forgot the name of the guy that was playing the right, where there was, who were the two strikers? The one, this guy has a Zulu name, shame.
Yeah,
the strike.
From Marumo Gallants.
From Marumo Gallants, the one that was playing he left doing forward. He was not attacking that much. There was, for the best 45 minutes, there was only one attack that was made on the right hand side, which resulted to a goal, because Nakoan, it was just a transition. They took the ball there, then they switched what an overhead kick in between the lines, and then that's how they scored. But first 25 minutes, Sundowns was all over. They were combining, Abo says they were combining the interchange of positions. It's just that they didn't capitalize on their chances, where Umkwena, we saw him making shots outside the box, shots on target, and must also give flowers to Washington Aruba. I think he was the one that was standing between the Sundowns win and Marumo Gallants getting points. Was also happy that Sundowns today, you saw a lot of crosses, hence even the goal that was scored by Sundowns, it was a result of a cross where Ulokuzan, Marcelo Allende attacked the space, got the ball to the half spaces, and then made a cross, and then it was just a goal like that. So Sundowns tried like that, and then we went to the halftime. The score is 1-0. When the teams came back, so now
It's 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1. So now I want to see what are the changes, what are the coaches were thinking. So on the side of Marumo Gallants, they said, okay, let us stay like this. They continued with their 4-2-3-1, but they've changed now, because when they were doing mid-block, they were mid-blocking with the 4-3-3. And then on the moments, they understood the moments. In Marumo Gallants, there's a coach there at Marumo Gallants, because Marumo Gallants, they understood the moments of the game. They understood that when they have the ball, they take the ball, especially they lock the central channel and then the midfield. They make sure that they make turnovers there. Whenever they make a turnover, they have outlet. Ogo is just taking the ball to the right, where there's Sendan, or where there's that other guy on the left, and then they try to attack, and then at second half they try to do that. But Sundowns, you could see that now they've been told that no, man, make these guys offside. So there were a lot of offside for the first 10-15 minutes, second half. So now see Lokuz and Marumo Gallants, they reverted. Now they were no longer doing a mid-block of 4-4-2. Now they reverted to 4-5-1, leaving Undlondlo the only one that was an outlet. So when they were deep, then now Sundowns started to play more in the opposition half. But now what the Sundowns were doing, around 60 now, they started to make substitutions, and then I want to see now what are the substitutions going to do. Now they put Umodiba, obvious for a yellow card to Lokuzan, and then now they bring on also Matthews. Now Matthews, you could see that Matthews is live. Now Matthews is wanting to attack. Now even Moteba is getting to advanced position. Moteba is making the crosses to
and
the
Saleh started to wake up.
Yes, now even Saleh started to wake up. The problem started around 70 minutes, when now there was Ule Clark. For me, Ule Clark didn't affect the game positive, because Ule Clark was lost. That's why the Sundowns lost fluid from 70 minutes. That's where Marumo Gallants started to gain confidence. Now started to even play from the back. Now Sundowns was no longer pressing Abo Shalulile, because Shalulile didn't get that much supply, and then I also think there was a little bit of being tired because Sundowns didn't now press, because at first half Sundowns was just high pressing and making sure that ball recovered. They were making sure that they forced many errors from Marumo Gallants to try and get the ball while they're in the final third, so that they can try and score. But second half they just you could see that the NHL levels they a little bit dropped, and then Lapo Marumo Gallants started to have confidence built even from the back. Now they were just going or the transition, so they were relying on switching Ilokuzan play. So on the other side of Sundowns, before Morena went out, so Umkwana was always trying to find him there, but he tried to make maybe 2 or 3 crosses resulted into corner kicks, but they were not that effective today. And then after that, Sundowns, they introduced Ule Clark, and then that's where the problem started, because now the Sundowns reverted to 2-6, so 6 players in the front. Now without the angles, they didn't create the angles. So when the ball they pump the ball forward, they have to play for a second ball. There is no one that is going to receive now. And also in the lanes, the 5 lanes of the pitch, the vertical lanes, they were not occupied because now there were more than 2 players in each lane, because you can't tell me where was Uletlagu, Uselzi, no Metus, because Metus didn't go on the wing. Metus was here inside.
And
also
Letlago was substituted for the Tlago.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%.
I remember seeing Usales, no Letlago, no, because I think Usales came from Motiba. I've seen Usales, no Letlago. No.
Yeah, you're correct. He came from Motsiba. Yes. Yeah, you're correct.
Uselzi uletlako.
In fact, I thought it was Kishusha Rulile from Motsiba, and then Wakishu Uselzi.
And then Santa. Now you have 3 ball players. You are being followed by Marcelo. Now all these players they pretending as if they playing the 10. Now they confused. They don't even create the angles. Now, right. Yeah. So now you are playing, because now they looking in midfield with the 5 and Marumo Gallants. Now you are playing into their hands. If you are going to have 3 10s that are occupied in the central channel, and then you have the 5 that are just watching them and marshalling them, then they couldn't create space. Now there's also Umotiba here. Now I was expecting, and then later when there was Umtawa, I thought Umtawa was going to overlap and does what he usually does, but other than that he reverted to defense. And also Umotiba, when Umtawa was in, Umotiba was no longer attacking. So now structurally there in the final third, that's why I think Sundowns got it wrong. And then towards the last 10 minutes there was no game there, because Marumo Gallants, the tactic was clear. Kill the game. Now Sundowns was trying to make some crosses to the box. Washington Arubi was just seeing the crosses and then able to be the first on the ball, And
sleep.
Yes, yeah, and sleep and drag the time. For just 10 minutes, we didn't see football. Till the 95th minute, we didn't see any football, because Marumo Gallants, they wanted a point at all costs, because we could see, as I said, the way they defended first half, 43-minute block, when they're in the low block, now they reverted from 4-4-2 to a 4-5-1. Now they made sure that they don't have to concede. Then Washington Aruba was always pairing those balls, and then corner kicks, they were able, whenever there is a corner kick, you know that Washington Aruba will throw a foul, and then it will be a goal kick. And then it was frustrating. Now you could see Umtao, they were frustrated, taking the post, they were rushing. Now they were rushing. Now you could see that everybody is rushing. Now Matthews, you could see that, okay, Matthews want to do something, and then and also made that cross, but it wasn't to be. You remember that ball that came from Matthews to Ushalulile, to Umotiba, to Ushalulile, no Clark. You see, they are just the distances, they are less than 1 meter. And then now they couldn't combine. Now we could see that the structure was lost. When maybe because those players, they have not been playing together for the longest period of time. So I think that's why there was also a problem. Because another thing, I've seen Sundowns playing 4-4-2. So on the other side we have Ule Clark, and then on the other side we have Matthews. These players, when they have the ball, they always cut in. But since there is Ushalile no motive, they need to the balls in the air and then the second balls. So who was going to because Mkwena was far deep to get out to Marcelo, they were far deep, and then these guys they have to cut in. So whenever they were cutting in, Umta was not overlapping. As I've said, whenever there was Motibo was not overlapping. Motibo was cutting in, but there was Motibo was not overlapping, so that he can bring in the cross. So now we have two strikers that are tall for long balls. For high balls, but these players that are on the wings, they are cutting in instead of being outside, of going outside, so that they can bring them crosses. So I think even there, that's where, ilahlekile. But Marumo Gallants, they planned very well for this game. I give it to their coach, because that coach understood the moments, understood when to punch, understood when to defend, how to defend, and how to respond. Because last 10 minutes, those substitutions, they were just wasting the time. So the last 10-15 minutes, they were just killing the time by substitutions.
Well, that's just about it. Coach Mpela, Ipele Anjalo, Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Marumo Gallants 1. I know it's a draw. And Sundowns was playing away from home, but Amasandawana wanted a win. Amasandawana, they believe in winning, not just dropping points like this. So there is a huge discussion as about the performance of today's game. But be that as it may, okunye vuka emaminithini.
Yeah.
You wanna say?
Yeah, I was here yesterday.
Yeah.
Bashing this plumber. I told you that this one is the plumber. This one doesn't. Yeah. What happened? The plumber, this one, is really plumbering. Yeah. I will leave it there.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to mention any names, but there were breaking news today.
The plumber has been fired. Because the plumber was a plumber. And then even yesterday, I've been emphasizing that, no, man, this one is a plumber. Even the management saw that this one is a plumber. It needs to go.
I don't know about that, but what I know is, this is my views, my expressions. Please do subscribe to your channel. We are here. From me, maybe he was not the only plumber we have in the country. Football in Pretoria was much better when there was Rulani.
Rulani era has passed, Baba. Just forget about those.
I was just saying. Maybe he's not the only plumber, but we used to see
Rulani was having the nice football, no trophies.
We saw the league. We saw even the team win in the final in the cup. That's Mamelodi Sundowns are not reaching anymore. Nedbank final, no. MTN final, no. So, come on.
Yeah, but it's management decisions that are doing.
But we used to see beautiful ball.
Yeah,
so
but
maybe now.
But crying for that thing. Why don't you remember the Mangoba ball?
Mangoba ball was also nice.
Yeah, but why going to the Rulani? Because the predecessor, it was just to Lokuza.
But that's how. No.
It was Mangoba ball. Mangoba ball was the one. Mangoba was scoring 4, 5, 6 goals.
Yes, that was excellent.
Yeah.
But this thing was dismantled. Rulani is gone.
Because you love to Rulani. Rulani failed to give us the Champions League. Failed to win all the cups. So if you're going to the final, you didn't win it at the end of the day. So who still remembers that, Sundowns lost 2 final Nedbank Cup and Sundowns were just runners up of MTN 8.
Sundowns went to the Club World Cup because Rulani. And some other people came to enjoy the benefits.
No, that's how football is. You come, you play, because if you was good enough,
even
you was
going
to be fired.
Even Bafana Bafana and AFCON.
That's Wiko Bruce.
AFCON. We saw Rulani's team exactly as it is, taken from Mamelodi Sundowns to Bafana Bafana.
Yes.
We saw Rulani's
Yes, I agree. But, I don't want that thing because...
No, I'm not saying I'm not crediting Hugo Bros.
Because what I've noticed, what you know now, Sundowns players and all the teams, You can go to Pirate. You can go to... Okay, Chiefs doesn't have many players, even Sundowns. The players that are playing at Pirate are not the same players that are playing for the national team. The players that are playing for the Sundowns, when they're in the national team, they are the beast. Mbutuma, when they're in the national team, they are the beast. Umbat, when he's in the national team, he's the police of the national team. We have never seen a police of Pirate.
But the Sundowns that we used to see under Rulana is the same Sundowns that we saw in the AFCON. And now the Sundowns that we see, the players that we see on Bafana Bafana are not the same players that are playing with Sundowns right now. And the number of the players that are called to Bafana Bafana has dropped.
Yeah.
What does that say?
So
There's
what's
a plumber now. There's a plumber.
So the narrative, when you're pushing the agenda, the plumber. Okay, yeah, yo. For you, okay, he is a plumber. For you, because you're telling me, because you're pushing the narrative, but I still believe that one is not a plumber, because you can't be a plumber if you go to the final of a Champions League. You can't be a plumber if you didn't have a preseason, you go and break my records. You can't be a plumber if you go, you make that display in the Club World Cup. For me, that one is not a plumber.
Well, it's
coach of the season. You can't win a coach of the season if you are a plumber. You can't win multiple coach of the month awards if you are really a plumber.
It also depends. It also depends what you have inherited. Because if had Nabi inherited these Sundowns, Nabi would have won the coach of the season as well.
Hey, Baba. You remember what Rulani once said? He said,
take this one.
Anybody can coach Sundowns. And then immediately when he went, within a space of 3 months, we had 3 coaches. So it's not everybody that
take this one, your plumber now.
Which one?
And take him remove him from Sundowns and take him to Kaizer Chiefs.
Let's close this thing.
Take him to Kaizer Chiefs.
Hey, Baba, let's talk about Pirate. Let's talk about Pirate. Now, there is what to tell.
I'm out of here.
I'm out. We are better.